Oh my God, I'm here doing a video report because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I've got nothing better to do. So I figured, why not do a video report? Listen, I've got a free play coming up on the game in the Pac-12 going at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight between Arizona and Colorado. It's my second favorite play on the board, and I really like this play. Now, my best bet happens to be what I'm calling my 18-point burial blowout of the month. And it's a raise the bar 20 dime release. Number 16 out of 21 over the past 2 years in college hoops, and number 4 out of 5 this season. Normally, a 15 dime release is my top rated selection, just like Dayton over George Mason last night, just like BYU over Portland on Thursday. But this play is even stronger, and it happens to be the half price play of the day. And that coupon code to get it for half price is the word RAISE, R-A-I-S-E. And I'm also going to be here tomorrow with a video report too. Oh my God, 2 days in a row. Because we've got that little game in Tampa between Kansas City and Green Bay. And let me tell you something, it is going to be one hell of a game between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. And the way Rodgers dissected Tampa Bay's defense and was not bothered by Tampa Bay's pass rush at all 2 weeks ago at Lambeau, well, Kansas City's pass rush doesn't even match up to the Bucs. And I think Rodgers is going to have a field day, I'm just telling you right now, and has a great chance to dissect that Kansas City secondary. And I think Rodgers could possibly win his second championship tomorrow. I'm going to break out that game for you on tomorrow's video report. What? What? You're saying, what drugs are they giving Al for his leukemia treatment here? I just wanted to make a point. Listen, in this country, we've seen over the past month or so, some percentage of those 75 million people that voted for the former president really believe that he actually won the election, right? Some of them watch Fox News, some of them watch Newsmax, some of them watch God knows what they're watching. To be honest, I think they're taking more drugs than they're probably going to give me for leukemia, but whatever. And some of them think that, I don't know, voting machines were corrupted somehow. Some of them believe that, QAnon theories and stuff like that. But if I was to come on here and tell you that the Green Bay Packers actually beat Tampa Bay with full-on conviction, you'd go, he's an effing idiot. And yet, there's a certain percentage of people, some of you may be watching this video report, that really believe that the election was rigged, stolen, whatever. So, I just wanted to, I don't know, I'm in a sarcastic mood right now. I don't believe there's any point in having politics mixed with sports ever. But I do just want to say this. So, if it works in politics, listen, the next time you lose a bet, I want you to call your favorite sports book. I want you to go to your favorite casino, and I want you to stand up loud and proud and say, I'm sorry, that game did not win. That game did not lose, excuse me. You tell them that you won that damn game and you want to get paid. And I want you to see what their response is going to be. Matter of fact, I told my wife the next time she starts gambling again, and that day's going to come soon, I said that you tell them you did not lose on that video poker machine, that you won that jackpot to pay you right now. Matter of fact, it's like that movie Network with Peter Finch, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I think everybody should just rise up and just insist that they won. Nobody loses anymore. Listen, it's good enough for a share of those 75 million people that are delusional and think that the election went one way when it really didn't. So I think we should start an anti-gambling movement. Everybody wins. Listen, a lot of other people out there are nuts, so why shouldn't the gamblers be nuts too? Don't you think? I'm just saying. You missed me. Like Sally Field said, you loved me. I mean, but you missed me. I know you did. Okay, we continue now. And I haven't even started treatment yet. Can you imagine when they start pumping me full of drugs? Okay, So let's see. Let's talk about this game between Arizona and Colorado. Arizona's coming off a 73-58 loss to Utah, at Utah on Thursday. Sean Miller, who, by the way, how has Sean Miller kept his job? I mean, if even 1/10 of the allegations are true about Sean Miller, how has he managed to keep his job? I'm just saying. Sean Miller said it's his team's worst performance of the season. In that game, the Wildcats shot 37%. They hit 22.2% of their three-pointers. They allowed the Utes to shoot 50.9% and hit 8 of their 15 three-pointers. Now, ironically, Colorado is coming off a loss to Utah as well. That game was last Saturday, and that game was actually in Boulder. And let me tell you something. In that game, Colorado blew a 19-point lead in the final 8 minutes. It was a devastating loss in that one. And yet Colorado played a damn good game until the final 8 minutes. I mean, the Buffaloes hit 45.9% of their shots. They hit 46% from 3 points range. But Utah just simply played better. And they, meaning Colorado, choked in the final 8 minutes of that game. Here, however, is where I think Colorado has a huge advantage. Colorado had a game originally scheduled with Arizona State on Thursday night. Arizona State had to pause its program. So Colorado has had a full week to recover, to rest, to refocus. Arizona, on the other hand, played on Thursday, lost. Now, we're talking about maybe 40 hours total to reboot, to play in elevation once more, and to refocus. Also keep in mind this. Probably Colorado's second worst game this season was in Tucson earlier this year, when Arizona crushed them 88-74 back on December 28th, a game in which the Wildcats hit almost 53% of their shots. Well, now, revenge, it's in Boulder. And since the Buffaloes became a member of the Pac-12, they're 5-2 at home against Arizona. And one other thing that I think is significant here, and it's something that I always look at when I'm taking a home team. Colorado is number 1 in Division I ball at the free throw line, 84.1%. Quick, who's number 2 in free throw shooting? It's Virginia. Why is this significant? Who generally gets the majority of the calls? The home team. And when you're looking at a tight line here, and the line is 5 points, and I've got a team where I think every one of their starters hits at over 80%, and as a team you hit at 84.1%, and I anticipate a close game, I'll take the team that's hitting number 1 in the nation at 84.1%. Yeah, because you're probably going to get a few more favorable calls, and I'll also take the team in Colorado that is a far better three-point shooting team than Arizona too. So I like Colorado in this one in revenge minus the 5 points. That's going to be your complimentary play. Now, in all seriousness, tomorrow I'm going to talk about why the Super Bowl, you should look at it as just another game. In terms of the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers and I will both be watching the game from our living rooms. I've won the Super Bowl each of the past 4 years. I've won the national championship game, of course, after cashing in with Alabama each of the past 3 years. I'm not going to say I'm the best big game handicapper out there. I think there's somebody else in this business that claims that. Oh, I'm just full of sarcasm tonight, aren't I? Or this morning. But listen, I do have an opinion about why you should avoid props in the game. I'll tell you a funny story about props in the game from when I used to do a lot of TV, and I do like the total a lot in that game. And I will give you that total on tomorrow's video report. That'll do it, guys. I wish you well, and I'll talk to you again on Sunday. Good luck, everybody.